Hello, my friend. Play more Victor Vran.
With the man who wants to be Wolverine.
Victor Vran. Hey folks, welcome back. We're going, what are we going down into? What's this next section? Oh, the Weeping Halls. All right.
Yeah, people be crying about it.
When we're done with them, they will be. When we're done with them, they will be. Let's see. So slay the monsters with, with rapier. I don't have a rapier.
Does that mean slay the monsters with a rapier or slay the monsters that have a rapier? Once again, badly written quest text.
Yeah, slay monsters with rapier. I think that means we're supposed to have a rapier? I guess we'll find out as we kill things.
You see that little guy running backwards and forwards who's wearing the tombola hat?
Yeah.
He's got a rapier. You notice?
Is that a rapier?
Maybe not actually. Maybe a cutlass.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll find out, I suppose. Find secrets.
Let's see. Find secrets. Slay the undead. Special blind.
Undead dancers. Got to watch out for those, Mal.
And then slay monsters without... slay monsters without using potions or demon powers. 80 of them. Okay.
So when it comes to undead dancers, do you reckon that it's only zombies that can be belly dancers because skeletons don't have one? I don't know. Maybe it's just a consideration.
Yeah, I'm thinking they just... Yeah.
Or do you reckon part of the equal
Another
undead
dead
movement
body.
would mean that they have to allow them anyway?
Becoming a common sight. I fear that someday
Equal rights for undead,
to death.
Equal rights for
and
undead.
I would be no different than the monsters I fight.
If a zombie can be a belly dancer, you should let skeletons too, even with the lack of belly.
Ooh, that was a good one.
That's the insanity of today's politically correct culture. Politically correct Victor Vran. He's an equal opportunities slayer of all.
Ooh, this guy's kind of dangerous. Here we go.
But I suppose from a reverse perspective, this is like a horrible genocide. This guy's like going on a mass serial killing spree of skeletons and zombies. Some of them may have been completely innocent.
We don't respect them. Wrong way. Let's try it this way. There we go.
Not how you swing a hammer, Mal. Not that way, this way. Sorry. Alright, so I have no idea where we're going.
Whoa!
But I haven't seen anyone with a rapier yet. Ah, he got away just before I managed to screw him up completely. And he slowed me. Damn him and his slowing aura.
Ah! There we go. Generation. Nice.
Ah, healing well. Oh, that's quite nice.
I don't think that counts against our...
Makes sense.
I don't think that counts against our thing either.
Dead hunters, killed off one by one. Something is stalking these halls.
That's right, something's stalking these halls. We're stalking these halls.
So I've literally tagged every video we've done of this with wants to be Wolverine. Because I just can't get over the voice. It's just, oh my goodness, just... so brooding. So brooding. Oh, for goodness sake. These guys will not stand still. They just drive me up the bend. Just die already. Nobody likes you anyway. That guy never invited to parties.
Never invited him. You get no party sub. There's no party sub for you.
Yeah, well, come on. Would you want that kind of guy at your party, just constantly whipping all over the place?
That means he doesn't get any spinach dip.
Yeah.
No nachos for him.
For that man. Yeah,
that's right. Oh, no Doritos. That's harsh. No Doritos.
It's because he's just gonna be nipping all over the place. Drinking a bit of the punch, pouring it back in. Double dipping his chips into the dip. You know what?
Oh, you know what? Kind of like what we were talking about before we got on camera. You know what that is? A subreddit prick. Yeah. There's always
part of the Reddit conglomerate.
There's always at least one on every subreddit. There's always at least one or two. Just there's a rainy storm cloud over their head type of deal. Their lives must be miserable or something.
Yeah, end of days Redditors.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, and it's a shame actually, because a lot of the subreddits that I do visit I've got some cool people in it. But then there's just always some hater dick person. Like, you want to ask them,
Why didn't
were
the
you
hunters
born that
retreat
way?
and regroup?
You know?
What happened
Keeping
to you?
them in this
Someone
cursed city.
dipped their dick in your
pieces are
porridge this
forming
morning or
disturbing
something.
Yeah, it's like,
Why are you so unhappy?
yeah,
with the
why
world?
are you such a miserable prick? Like, what happened to you? Like, was somebody mean to
Mostly
you?
because that's the limit of social interaction they get. That's it, you know.
You know, I read this article, who put it out? I don't remember. Maybe it was Pew Research? I don't remember. Or Gartner? Anyway, it was talking about how, you know, generationally, part of the social interaction or lack of true social interaction is part of it, and then you couple that with the anonymity that people have online, and then it's like, they'll say stuff that they would never say, you know, to your face.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah,
You
no,
know.
of course not. But that's because everyone feels like a big man behind the wall of the internet.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the reality of life. That, or people feel that they don't have to be, like, you know, nice individuals because they're online. They feel that they can just, you know, spout horribleness and, like, you know, putrid disdain for everything, and then it's completely, you know, free of any kind of consequence, which has obviously been proven to be completely incorrect. You know, we've seen enough news articles about people on Facebook getting prosecuted and arrested for death threats and, you know, just saying mean things that they thought, oh, you know, they just thought they were entitled or funny or whatever. And then all of a sudden, like, yeah, they're spending time in jail for actually, you know, issuing a death threat that they saw as a joke, but the other person didn't.
Yeah,
It shows you the kind of world we live in at the end of the day.
I don't know. The way I'm wired up, I'm sort of like, treat everyone with respect by default. Until someone gives you a legitimate reason not to, right?
Honestly, I don't describe myself as a religious man, because I don't believe I am in any way, shape or form, but I do hold true to a couple of the Christian morals, which is the treat others as you'd like to be treated yourself.
Well, sure.
Which is pretty much it, because,
well,
you know...
I'm a big believer, too, in the whole what you put out comes back around. You know? I think that's why... well, we've both done it. You know, we're not exactly big YouTubers, at least at this point when people are watching this video. We're both, you know, relatively small. But we're bigger than a lot of the channels and people that start off new channels. You know, both of us have made a concerted effort to provide advice or help promote other channels. And it kind of ties in with, like, I don't know. I guess the whole...
Is that you?
The whole... Not only be treated the way you want to be treated, but what you put out there comes back.
Yeah, paying it forwards.
You know, I'd like to think people that choose to act a certain way, particularly if it's a negative, there's a price to pay. I don't know, call it karma or whatever you want, whatever your belief system is.
Adrian,
Well, I think is
brother,
as well the issue with
what has
YouTube
become of
nowadays
you?
as well is the fact that there's a lot of people who seem to think that the way to make money on YouTube is to do stuff like, you know, like prank videos and stuff like that, and they go way over the top. It's really outlandish stuff and it's stuff you couldn't get away with. It's actually like actual harassment, or, you know, it's you know, humiliating someone or something of that sort, and they think that's the way to get to be big. You know, that's their view of the internet and stuff. I think unless you're basically being a nasty little, then you know, you're not going to get anywhere. And I think that's a false impression that a lot of people have got for some reason, and that's why you end up with so much negativity.
I also think that so many people have operated under the cutscene. But they've operated under the guise of if in order to quote unquote win on YouTube, everyone else must lose. And I don't subscribe to the zero sum game. And I know you don't.
Yeah, of course not, because it's stupid. The whole idea that like someone's got not enough time to, you know, someone's only going to watch one YouTube channel. That's it. They don't watch any other YouTube channels. It's like the idea of thinking that someone who owns a TV will only ever watch like one channel. You know, oh yeah, if they watch this channel, that's the only channel they will ever watch, and that is completely silly.
I think so too.
The whole concept that, you know, no one's got time for any other channel other than yours is a very egocentric way to do anything, realistically. And I think that's also why a lot of YouTubers lose out, is because rather than work together with others, they'd rather like slate on others. And that's actually a lot of culture around that at the moment. You know, if you think of like drama, whatever it is, and other people like that, they're basically, the whole channel is based around making money off of other people, basically, off of other people's misery or anything like that. They're literally just there to highlight what they believe is the truth or spread their own rumors about a channel to get subscribership off of others. You know, making this weird social aspect to this entertainment thing. I suppose it's no different to real life with celebrities and stuff. You know, if you're a celebrity, you generally end up getting a lot of hassle, so to speak. You get followed by magazines and paparazzi. And it's essentially the same sort of thing. Which is odd. I've never really understood it. And to be honest, it depends on what you watch on YouTube, I suppose. If you're watching like a lot of social commentary stuff, then I suppose it's interesting to know about those people. But if I'm watching, like, let's use an example here. If I'm watching, let's say, one of my videos, I do tutorials. I would not care. You know, if I watched their videos and all the rest of it, and then I suddenly found out, let's say, like IDED's gay or something, and then, like, you know, and I'd be like, but how does that change the value of the content that person put out for you? Suddenly because that person's, like, you know, got a different sexual preference or something, it suddenly means, like, the content on there is now like, tainted in some way. You know, what? I don't understand where the derogatoryness comes from, where people seem to care about that sort of stuff. I don't, you know, what someone does with their own personal time has no interest to me. You know, if like PewDiePie wanted to call out some guy, or other people wanted to call out someone else on YouTube, you know, KSI, some other popular, or supposedly popular YouTuber, wanted to talk smack about someone, I really wouldn't care, because that's just their opinion. I don't go to their channel being like, oh, I'm here to support this guy's opinions, or, you know, to back his, like, political gain or something like that. I'm here because I wanted to see the exact content he happens to have. There's no other purpose behind it. All right, so what's going on here, man? We've got three things. This one doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay, this one does nothing. That was part of the fight.
This one says teleport,
yeah,
and this one says castle something or other.
Okay,
castle
so this one's
Zagor.
blue, which will take us to the other blue one, which I guess is to go back to the hub, and then this other one is to go to the castle. I say we go to the castle.
Yeah, all right, then let's try that. I have no idea. Oh no, the castle Zagor is the hub then, by the looks of it.
Oh, cutscene.
Oh, but we get a cutscene.
But yeah, I agree with you. I don't understand what all the brouhaha is about what someone's... I don't know. People get caught up with a lot of nonsense.
I don't have any interest in it, so I don't watch those channels and stuff like that. So I suppose maybe I don't stay up to date on all this crap. But I suppose it's because the internet, because more and more people have access to the internet now. I suppose it's becoming where they're looking to appeal to the gossip, you know, the gossip people. Same as Gossip Magazine. You see them every day in every shop, don't you?
Oh yeah, true.
What they need now is a sliver of hope. I've changed my mind. I'll stay.
At last you see. We will overcome the invasion.
This is not an invasion. I now know what is happening here. The city is a trap for hunters.
Oh, story twist.
And what would you do?
Spring the trap.
Spring the trap.
Channel timed out.
Uh-oh. IDED dropped from comms. No! I've lost IDED. Okay, well, I'll go around and do stuff while I'm waiting here.
I'm going to look for Irene. Do you know where?
She's searching for something all over Zagoravia. She left for the old tower and the hunting grounds, but she did not return. I looked for her before the War Council, but I wasn't able.
Oh no, I lost him. His internet must have gone out. Alright, well here's what we'll do, folks. I'll make a quick cut in the video and hope that IDED returns shortly and we can continue smashing more skeleton faces. They have faces, right? Technically they do. Yeah. Alright, see you in a sec. Oh! How happy I am. It's good days again. IDED is back. What's up, buddy? What's up?
Not much. Minor technical difficulties there, but on my video, people won't even know there was any, because this will be cut straight into, so it'll magically continue on as if we never left. The magic of video. Check
out this scythe I got. I've been taking those gift boxes, and I got a yellow scythe out of it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I tried the scythe. I didn't like the, even though it's like quite a large weapon, it seems kind of close range, which is a bit weird.
So
Maybe
where are
that's
we?
just me though.
Where are we going?
I'm not 100% sure because we just did the thingy bit, haven't we? So we've done the Weeping Halls.
Befouled Tomb, or do we want to go over to the
There's
hunting
the Well
grounds?
of Worlds.
Oh,
No, the Well of Worlds is locked.
Yeah, that's locked. I said we go over to this.
Quest text.
I said we go to the hunting grounds.
Where's that?
It's like way over to the east, next to the gates.
The gates.
Mm-hmm. Purple, bluish purple thing with like a little gold flying thing over it. To the right. It's like off by itself.
I can't see it on mine.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I've only got 4 purple dots and the 1 blue one.
Oh, okay. Well then, Befouled Tomb then, I guess? Oh, I know why you don't have it. Come here. I know exactly why. Come here and talk
to someone.
Talk to this dude right here, or one of them over here gave me that quest.
Ah, there you go. There, yeah. Map the hunting grounds updated. There we go.
Ah,
and I see it now. The hunting grounds. So I'll go there.
all right, so slay champions and some other good stuff.
Essence of fire with ranged attacks. Find secrets. Slay demon spiders.
We can do that. We can do this.
Slay essence of rock with melee attacks. Odd. It looks like it is trying to persuade you to have like more,
delicious
to use range as well as
girlfriend.
melee.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Or melee, or whatever everybody wants to call it
I'll
nowadays.
help you find the doll.
Bit of a creepy guy.
The scythe is quite good, I think. Or at least this one is.
I like the spin attack that you get with it, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
Apparently standing in the fire burns you. Just so you know.
Okay. Seems reasonable enough.
Yeah, not this obvious, right? Down there? No, this thing's apparently going to try and respawn on us, but it's not going to happen. Oh, more of them.
Oh, chest over here.
Nice. Skeleton spawns. Go on then, you found it. You should open it. Or have you already opened it?
Yeah, I opened it. It didn't give you anything?
No. Apparently I have to open it on mine as well.
Oh, so when you
choice.
switch to the keyboard plus mouse
Which way
control
to go?
scheme, you roll by double tapping
If you feel so inclined
WASD.
to take the west road,
Oh.
I didn't know
give my
that. Just found it on
regards to
accident.
the hangman, will you? Haven't had the chance to hang out with him for a while now.
I have a feeling we missed out on a bad joke there somewhere.
That's okay. I'm alright with that. I can live with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Don't need the game to do the bad jokes.
Yeah. What are you saying?
Taking my spot completely, why don't you? Ooh. He looked like he was about to shoot something. Didn't trust none of this shooting stuff.
He thought he was. Thought he was gonna shoot.
I should really heal myself. I've got enough potions for it, why not? Smash the boxes. Oh look, smash the boxes and stuff comes out the lake. But we can't kill it.
Maybe we're supposed to talk to it. Yeah, see?
Child,
Come away
to the waters and
to the
wild,
waters.
with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping.
I think we talked about this
Don't
last time.
encourage him to be
Understand.
more moody.
I think we talked about this last time. You're not a Game of Thrones fan, right?
No, most certainly not.
Jeez. Well, you can still be my friend, but sheesh, you're making it hard on me.
you know, you can talk to my missus about your girly TV programs if you must.
Oh.
Do you want to talk about, like, I don't know, Sister Act and other games, girly things like that? Maybe 50 Shades of Grey, you can discuss that as well.
Wow. Okay. All
Home
right.
and Away.
Home and Away. For a
Neighbours.
guy that considers Game of Thrones not manly, which doesn't make any sense. But let's just go ahead and stipulate to that. You sure are good at naming a lot of shows that are female-oriented.
Yeah, I had to live with two. I had to deal with this for most of my life, and that's why I'm not interested in these shows. Nah, no, to be honest, it's not that I'm not into it. Is I think the secret to any good relationship is having personal things that are just you. So, thusly giving you something to talk about. So, I don't watch Game of Thrones or The Walking Dead, because that way, then when my missus talks about them, I can be interested.
I don't think I've been a huge fan of The Walking Dead, speaking of that, and I don't think I'm going to watch it anymore.
Have you had enough, have you?
Well, I was so pissed off at the last season's ender, where someone's gonna die. The way they chose to, it was just stupid. You know, you watch this extra long episode, and you've been waiting for the reveal of this kind of important, iconic character from the graphic novels or comic books, whatever you want to call them, right? He finally shows up, and it was too much build-up for what we got, basically, as fans, I think. And then in addition to that, they just leave it on this giant cliffhanger, banking on that it'll give them more, it'll spark interest, viewership for next season. I actually think I think they got enough backlash on it that they might have realized they went too far with the fans this time.
Well, didn't some of these, like, people dying and stuff, is because they actually went to resign? They said they didn't want to work on the show anymore, and so they wrote in them killing them off. And then all of a sudden people would change their mind. Because I think that I saw something about, I don't know if this has already happened, but Daryl or something, who'd actually resigned from being in the show. And so he only had him on for an X period of time. And then, because it was all in an interview that I saw online, I was reading it, and they were going on about how they'd written in him being killed off and stuff. And so they're like, oh, well, you know, and he was like, oh, I wanted to go back and stuff. But they were like, well, you've already been written in, you know, you can't just change it at the last minute. So that's why they killed certain actors off, is because they've actually resigned from doing the show.
There's another place over here. The Watchful Towers. Are we done with everything we're supposed to do in here, though?
I think so. But yeah, so they were there.
No. There's a bunch of stuff to the west. There's all kinds of stuff over there.
That's the point behind why I don't watch those sort of things, though, because that way, even though we live in the same house, because obviously as you do with married couples, I think it gives us other things to talk about, you see. So then she has stuff, rather than both of us watching the same TV programs and stuff, because then all we're going to do is, she's going to go, oh yeah, do that bit in this, and I was like, I'll be like, well, I was there, I watched it too, you know?
Well, I hear what you're saying, but you could also have, interesting, what was your take on it and what have you and all that too.
Oh yeah, of course, but I think this way it gives it separation and segregation. So she has things that she'll talk to her friends about and stuff like that, and then I'll have things. So we have like our own separate identities. So I hate that with like married couples where they like kind of amalgamate into one individual.
Well,
like,
I wouldn't.
Their interests become so shared.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Yeah, exactly. So I've always learned to keep certain things at a distance, because that way it gives space for that person. So she's going to watch her TV program, I'll go off and I'll do some recording with you now, or I'll play a game or something like that, and let her do her games and let her watch her TV, and she'll do the same for me. And then that way when we talk about it later on, oh sugar, I've just been killed, haha, I'm respawning in 18. But yeah, so then that way when we talk about it later, it's more interesting for the other individual in the conversation, because you haven't seen it or you don't know what's being talked about. So then you get that kind of open-minded impression of it.
This is bad. This is bad.
3, 2, and a 1. Respawn. There we go. I'm back.
If I can stay away from this guy long enough.
So
there we go.
Come back and die for you again. With the beam. With the beam. Whilst killing this guy. Yeah.
Oh, dead.
Down.
I'm dead.
Oh,
man, that was kind of harsh. I think it's the first time I've died in this game.
Yeah, it's actually like I haven't found it to be that relentless up till now. This guy has got like a big old skull on his face, so I assume that means he's a bit strong.
Yeah.
Ooh. And giant spiders are not fun. But then again, I've never liked spiders of any variety, giant or small.
You're not a spider guy?
Nah, unfortunately not. I think anything with 8 eyes, 8 legs, so basically an eye for every limb, is just not natural. There's nothing else out there kind of like that, you know? It seems very alien to me.
Well, the reason I brought up the whole Game of Thrones thing is because obviously it premiered, the season 6 premiere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, was yesterday.
That, I think, yeah.
And it was pretty damn good, I have to say.
Well, as long as you enjoyed it, that's what counts.
Yeah, no, I liked it. It's interesting now because, you know, it's taken R.R. Martin so long to get the... Well, it's still not out. As of the end of April of 2016, the next book is still not out. So now the show is in completely uncharted territory. Like, I'm sure he's told them, like, what he plans to do or whatever, but now
that was the plan from the start, that I thought that they were going to have... like the series is going to outrun the books because it just takes way too long to write the books in comparison to making the show. Well,
what happened was, quite frankly, is that they like burnt through the material. Like, I mean, they covered like a whole crap ton of stuff before they didn't have to. They went too fast on some stuff, I think.
And deep.
Right, they overplayed their hand.
Keep, and miles to go before I sleep. And miles to go before I sleep.
That kind of makes sense to me. It's the same with a lot of things, you know, that certain footage isn't, you know, something that would be interesting in a book isn't always interesting in the sense of a show or, you know, for TV and stuff. It's why, like, you know, I know The Lord of the Rings was dragged out to 9 hours, but have you ever tried to read all of the 3 books in 9 hours? You know, it's a physical,
that's not gonna
possibility.
No, that's not gonna happen.
You know, I can understand they trim out a lot of the gufump because there's lots of, well, you know, he's famous for it, or J.R. Tolkien's famous for the, like long descriptive periods and like paragraphs about long descriptive paragraphs about like terrain and the area they're in and stuff, and obviously that can be portrayed in one quick glance in a TV show. You know, it takes 2 seconds to basically go, oh yeah, here's a big cavernous area, you know.
Right, yeah. So, well, Martin has the exact same reputation, and it's well earned about, you know, super lengthy descriptions about stuff.
Yeah,
which some people don't like, but I
understand
do.
People not liking that though, because it's one of those things you kind of leaves it to your imagination. If you leave a little bit of like grey space, so to speak, so the other person can formulate the image within their own mind of how the area looks or something like that, because then it caters to the imagination. Whereas having everything sort of drip fed to you doesn't leave you much room to have your own opinion or your own thoughts about what's going on or your own imagination as what the area looks like and stuff. And that's, you know, I think that's a big factor when it comes to books or anything really.
See, I think people are going to watch this episode and they're going to think that they were going to watch Victor Vran because they clicked on it because that's what the like thumbnail said. And then in reality, it's just you and I talking about the state of society and media.
Yeah, but isn't that part of what makes watching a Let's Play fun, is that it's not always just purely talk about the game?
No, I mean, what the hell do I know? I know what I like. I mean, I watch people for the commentary, not because of the game. Yeah. Well, sometimes I watch for the gameplay. If they're like super good at a game, then obviously that's, you know, that's like watching a pro sports event, right?
Maybe this should be a vote thing then. Maybe people can let us know in the comments, do you prefer us to be chatting generally about, you know, life and its woes and its ups and downs and crappy TV shows that don't do justice to books and stuff like that? Or, you know, do you prefer us just to be saying, hey, going Victor Vran this, Victor Vran that, and, you know, look at that skeleton, look how he smashes to pieces when you hit him onto the floor, look at that, it's really cleverly done. They could have just had him vanish.
I mean, I'm always open to people's feedback, but yeah. if people were to say, no, we don't want to hear you talk about important stuffs, then okay, that's fine. We're still going to be talking about it. I mean, come on, let's be real.
Yeah, no, but it would be interesting to see what people's opinions of the subject.
Oh, opinions. Okay, well, yeah. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, if they, you know, do they prefer just to have us purely chatting about the game? Because there is a lot of Let's Plays we've done where we purely do chat about the game. We don't really phase off into other subject matters that often, or if we do, then we only do it about stuff related to the game. You know, we do comparisons on, you know, this game to another. Like in the first episode of this, we did the comparison between this and sort of Diablo and stuff like that. And, you know, would they prefer that? Is it to be a comparison of games, or do you prefer the fact of random chatter as we hack and slash our way through games as we do?
I think we got an area.
Ah, here we go. There you go. It's here in the. I was wondering because I could see the doorway on the map.
Yeah.
But I couldn't see it. But yeah, if you rotate the camera, there's a nice big ram's head thing. Whoa, watch out! Something's chucking rocks at you.
Oh, well, don't we need to go in here? Yeah,
Well, I think we do,
Devil's
but
Throat. We have to
there's
go
a-
into all of them. That's the
so
5
there's-
champions. That's the 5 champions.
Ah, I see. Because there's
Okay.
a big skull thing here.
All right,
And
well-
if you'd-
All right, I'm coming. We're almost out of time for this episode too, so let's do the skull thing. Well, we could do all these individual skull thingies when we in the next one. Then that's fine if we get through this.
Yeah,
Which
if we
is
survive this thing, which
is
looks like to be
a little
what,
questionable.
Essence of Fire.
Oh, we're doing okay. We're doing
Just
all right. We
hit it
got
with
him.
Specials. Hit it with specials.
For some reason, for some reason, my specials were like locked for that.
Oh,
It was
bit harsh.
a little strange. Yeah, I don't know why.
Alright then, so shall we roll up on the doorway then, and we could do this one for the next episode. You'll be welcome to see us go down the Devil's Throat, and no, that isn't a weird reference to something untoward. It's actually called that. You can see it on screen at the Devil's Throat.
It's like a whole separate deal, and we got to do each one. I wonder.
I'm assuming so. I have honest.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to find out. Well, I'm sure we'll discover it as the episodes go on, I suppose.
Yeah. So hope that you enjoyed this one, folks. Let us know. If you did enjoy it, please consider hitting that thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Mal. He, of course, is IDED, and we will see you.
IDED.
We will see you later.
See you soon.